Okay, this is gonna be a formal analysis over the painting Dwell by Njideka Akunyili Crosby. And this painting is in the Modern Art Museum of Fort Worth. So the first thing that I noticed whenever I looked at the painting is the color palette. She used a lot of like bright colors like yellows and pinks, and but she also in contrast to that, she used like some darker colors like in like her leggings and on like the painting that's on the right side, or no, I'm sorry, the left side of the room whenever you look at it. And so that's some like contrast in the color palette. And I also noticed like the focal point wasn't like extremely clear, because she was like in the she painted herself in the painting, and she's at the foreground of the painting whenever you look at it, and so she's like the bigger object. But then there's also in the background, the painting that's there is large in scale, and so they also are wearing bright clothes, like bright yellow clothes. So you kind of look at that as well, even though it's in the background, because it's larger and they have brighter colors in them. And so I think that those are two of the focal points that she was trying to emphasize. Let's see what else. She also used mixed media, which I noticed. So that's like the technique that one of the techniques that she used in this painting. She had painted like herself and like a lot of the objects in the painting, but then she also had like photography within the painting as well. So like there's like a smaller like picture frame that has like a photograph in it, and so that's kind of like some mixed media that she used. She used volume also in the objects and herself, and also some of the shadows of the objects. So it was like herself, she was 3D, and the objects in the room were also 3D. So it made a sense of depth within the painting, so it looked more like a room instead of just like a 2D like surface. The texture was also very, very detailed. So if you look at the painting, there's a lot going on in there. And so there's a lot going on in the painting, so it's very, very detailed. There's like some, seems like some political things like in the wallpaper in the back. And her dress has a lot of like color and like details in it, as well as the painting of the two people in the back. There's also like various objects that like there's one like that's pink, and some on like a table, and that could be considered like the middle ground. And she also conveys a sense of space within the painting, to kind of which makes it look more like a room where the objects are placed. They're kind of overlapping each other, and she is a lot bigger than like the objects that are like further away in there. So that is my formal analysis of Dwell by Njideka Akunyili Crosby.